Hello everyone, my name is Solanke Olanrewaju and you are welcome to my YouTube channel. If you are new here, hit the subscribe button and switch on your notifications so that each time we post a video, you'll be aware. And if you've been here before, welcome back. So sometimes in December 2021, we went to Abeokuta for a tour titled Be Olumo. It was quite an experience and it was filled with adventures as we went around Abeokuta interacting with its people and also taking pictures. Before we get into the highlights of the tour, at least let's get to know the place we went to, the history of Abeokuta. The word Abeokuta means refuge amongst rock, or more literally means under the rock. Abeokuta is the capital of Ogun State in the southern Nigeria, on the east side of the Ogun River, surrounded by rock formation that arise above the surrounding woodland savanna. In 1830, Chief Sodeke, who was a hunter and the leader of the Egba refugee, fled the disintegrating Oyo Empire and founded Abeokuta. It was a safe haven from the slave hunters from Dahomey, now called Benin and Ibadan. The first Egba settlers in Abeokuta were the descendants of the Eso Ikoyi chiefs who had followed the first Alake of Egba land during the reign of an early Alaafin and joined in the establishment of the Egba homeland in the Egba forest. Later, when the descendants fled said homeland in Oyo Empire, which was previously subjected to and was now collapsing, they began to wander from place to place, a state of affairs that lasted until the discovery of Abeokuta. Members of other Yoruba clans eventually arrived at the settlement and joined them. In the 1840s, the Baptist and the Anglican missionaries from United Kingdom, Sierra Leonean Creoles, and Brazilian returnees, who later began permanent missionaries and businessmen, began to serve in the area. Dahomey became hostile to the people of Abeokuta because of the key location in the palm oil trade. The Egba defeated King Gezo and the Dahomey incursion in the Battle of Abeokuta in 1851, and in 1864 they were defeated again. Trouble with the British in Lagos in the 1860s prompted the Egba to restrict trade routes to the coast and deport the 1867 missionaries and European businessmen. Following the Yoruba Civil War in 1877 to 1893, in which Abeokuta fought against Ibadan, the Egba Alake allied with the British governor Sir Gilbert Carter, who recognized the independence of the Egba United government in the 1893 to 1914. The kingdom was included in the newly formed Egba colony and the Protectorate of Nigeria in 1914. The Abeokuta riot of 1918 denounced both taxation and the British government's indirect general rule policy, which made the Alake, formerly primus inter pares, first among equal, the ultimate leader of the prejudice of the other quarter leaders. Abeokuta is now an agricultural trade center known for exporting cocoa, palm produce, fruits, kola nuts, and amongst others. The missionary introduced rice and cotton in the 1850s, and the cotton weaving and dyeing is now the traditional craft of this town. Abeokuta was once a walled city, and the remnants of the old wall still remain today. We visited some of the monumental places, which include the Ake Palace, the Centenary Hall, and amongst other places. In 1976, Abeokuta became the capital of the newly formed Ogun State. That is a brief history of Abeokuta. Moving on to the highlights of the tour. actor at the National Commission for Museum and Monuments at Abeokuta, one of the chapters of the National Museum in Nigeria. We were not allowed to take pictures in the museum, however, it was a fun experience.
Abeokuta, and this is our first location of the tour, Be Olumo. Basically, Be Olumo is like an expository tour into Abeokuta itself. Like we are going deep into Abeokuta, hidden locations in Abeokuta that you don't know about. And yes, this is the first place, the National Museum in Abeokuta, Ikiaba.
So we are moving in between exhibition halls. We are entering the next one. Bye. Some cultural displays from different tribes around Nigeria were mounted for displays, which include the Okpele-Ifa, the Oponfa, and Igbale from Yoruba land, which is used for divination and charms. Masks for festive periods, which include the Afikpo from Igbo land, the Ekpo from Benin, and Ekpa from Ekiti. The governor's sign of authority, which includes the Ogboni hat, the Edongboni, and Ikenga, and so on. From the cultural segment, we went to the ancient culture and art, which include the Nok art and its culture, the Igboukwu and its culture, Ife, Owu, Benin, and so on. Then we ended this with the pre-colonial, colonial, and post-colonial period segments in the National Museum. We visited the mechanic village, also known as Abule Meko. We basically drove around, took some pictures and left. It was a vast land full of cars which had been abandoned. Some were brought in for repairs and some were actually involved in accidents. Your car should spoil, just leave it there. This is the hospital of vehicles. We visited the Ransom Kuti Heritage Museum, basically the Ransom Kuti home, which is now a museum. The maintenance of this building is top notch and the place is really beautiful. rooms and the furniture which they used then is still very functional and highly maintained. Elizabeth Ransom Kuti was the first woman to drive in Nigeria, and we saw the car which she drove. Afterwards, we went to the Ajayi Crowther Seminary School. We didn't stay long there, however, we just took some pictures and left. So we are at Ajayi Crowther Seminary School. Went to the Ake Palace, which was quite an architecture. It was built in 1854 as the official residence of the traditional ruler of Egbaland, the Alake of Egbaland. Adjacent to the Ake Palace stands the Centenary Hall, which we also visited. It was built in 1930 as a monument to commemorate the 100-year celebration of the Abeokuta people. It served as a center for hosting events to date. Inside the hall are pictures of great leaders of the town and beyond. I have to say, the architectural detail is jaw-dropping, and it's indeed a mark of history. And that's the Centenary Hall over there.
The fact that these people actually know God. Look at the motto of the Oba.
The St. Paul Cathedral Church in Abeokuta is the first church in Nigeria and Abeokuta and was built in 1844 by Mr. Townsend, a Sierra Leonean catechist who visited Abeokuta on the 4th of January 1843. He was impressed by the warm welcome from Chief Shodeke and sent word to England that the church be built. To date, it serves as a place of worship and it still stands in its might and glory. Right there in Pansheke stands the longest pedestrian bridge in Nigeria and in sub-Saharan Africa. Pansheke also has its marketplace, famous for its sales of second-handed clothes, aka bend down select. There is also a section for foodstuffs, stationery, and so on. Aside from the side attractions of Abeokuta and all, Abeokuta also have its places of academics and fountains of knowledge. First off, the first school in Ogun State and Nigeria was founded in 1908, Abeokuta Grammar School in Idiaba, having more than 1,000 registered students, which includes Ransom Kuti and his wife as its first students. We also visited the Federal University of Agriculture, Abeokuta, which was founded on the 1st of January 1988, and Moshood Abiola Polytechnic in 1980. When you hear the word university, I'm sure Suya is definitely the last thing on your mind. Allow me to introduce to you the University of Suya, one of the enterprises in Abeokuta famous for its sale of barbecue, also known as Suya. If you happen to be in Abeokuta, visit Iwe at least once for your slice of barbecue or Suya. Right at the outskirts of Abeokuta is a new monument representing the gateway to the Gateway State, called the Gateway City. It has beautiful sceneries and soothing environments. Let's take a look. Speaking of sports, have you seen the NKO Stadium?
Mama, drop me the feel.
There is a place with massive acres of land dedicated to one sport, golf. The golf course is a place where members of this distinguished club come together to relax and play golf. Imagine hiking, sightseeing, and interacting with nature in one go. Funab Zoo is definitely the place for you.
And today we're going around seeing animals, taking nature photography, wildlife, and as well as plants and all.
It is this.
Where's the snake?
It is resting.
That's the mountain. So these are the blocks.
Ooh, I didn't see you there. Hello.
This is a tortoise.
Larry.
I know, right? I was gonna dip my phone inside. Next thing, just come downstairs, back, carry on. There's no even food. It's highly satisfying. Like when you have to step on leaf and it's crunch, like very crunchy. You realize that the ostrich eyes, they are bigger than its brain, and they run on their toe, making them one of the fastest birds on land. Remember, this is Be Olumo. This is one of the creation of God, the ostrich. Yeah, they are tall too. I have a feeling at full age that thing is taller than me.
Actually, it
definitely
is.
taller than me. I'm 6'3", but that thing is taller than me. Let's take some pictures. You guys are the real MVPs. They're the best. Beautiful models. As you can see, there's some. We passed the ostrich. There were two birds there. They were very beautiful. And the most annoying thing is, the most amazing thing actually is that they were there. They posed for pictures. Like they were actually, the two of them were patrolling, posing for pictures and all. And there was the parrots. Those ones, I think they're shy birds. So as soon as I came around, they just ran up. Like they flew up to the top of their cages. I saw the snake. I saw the tortoise. I saw an alligator. I saw some rabbits. And now we are going to do crocodile, water turtle.
Now drop me the drop.
Your face no sense.
This is the definition of hike. After the crocodile side, the walk is how do you do it? I love it. Why are you chasing them? Sometimes the dedication to take a picture is not usually seen. You see the picture after. So this is the white potted-nosed monkey. As you can see by their white potted nose. I look like stress. So after the whole thing, eventually we're leaving like around 6:12. We came like around 3 and we're leaving now around 6:12. So this is Funab Zoo. That's James. James, over James. James, say hi. Hi. So eventually, he gave us souvenir, original peacock feathers and a porcupine spine. Thank you. I'm laminating this and I'm framing it. This is a souvenir. I'm keeping this.
While I was there busy doing my thing, taking pictures and ruminating on the beautiful things of life, a goose decided to chase me. I wanted to run, but I stood my ground, fending the goose away. We visited chairs, a bar around Funab, and we had a nice time. Abeokuta is known for its craft of tie and dye, where pieces of clothes are meticulously tied and dipped in a mixture of chemicals, creating beautiful artworks. The Adire Mall at Itoku is a marketplace dedicated to the sale of this beautiful fabric, adire, and other material like batik and so on. Speaking of Adire Mall, I got this beautiful material from one of the shops in Adire Mall. Before we get to one of the major tourist sites Abeokuta is known for, let's listen to this spoken word dedicated to Abeokuta and Be Olumo.
Mo dé o, èmi náà ni Akànní ọmọ Àdìlá, Ọlánrewájú Àgùntàṣọ Ọlò, èmi mọ lórun ọmọ Ọ̀ṣun, ọmọ Abíkúnjẹ kẹrù bàpà, ọmọ Aṣaróyin ní kẹrù Bèdìyẹ, ọmọ olódò kan, odò kan, èyí ṣàn wéreke, ó ṣàn wéreke, ó dé ìkúlé ọba sílẹ̀, ó dàbàtà, ó dé tolóbùrọ̀, ó dọ̀ṣun, oníṣẹ́ṣẹ́ kan ó gbọ́dọ̀ bú mu, alábàjá kan ó gbọ́dọ̀ bú wẹsẹ̀, ọlọ́bọ̀rọ̀ wọ máma modò náà gbẹ, ọmọ aláǹtẹ, ọmọ orí mẹ́kù. Èmi Akànní mo wá, mo sì dé o, mo sì wá júbà Olúwa, mo sì wá júbà o, kábíyèsí ọba mi, kábíyọ́ màmá sí, alápá ńlá, ẹlẹ́rù nìyí, mo wá júbà o. Láti Láfẹ́ wá títí dé Ìtòkù, mo fẹ́ ròyìn Olúmọ, láti Aké lọ sí ìsàlẹ̀ gbé, mo fẹ́ ròyìn Olúmọ. Ẹ wá kẹ́ jókòó kẹ́ gbọ́ tèmi, ẹ wá kẹ́ wò mí tán. Ohun yìí ti mú ọkàn ìyálóde balẹ̀, ohun yìí ẹ wá gbọ́. Ṣó bọ̀ wálé, ó sì bọ̀ wálé wá gbọ́ tèmi. Ṣó bá ń kẹ́, ó sì kẹ́ mi kí n sọ tèmi. Ṣó wọlé, ṣé kí n wọlé sọ tèmi? Má jẹ́ kó dùn mí, jẹ́ kí n sọ̀rọ̀ kó má jẹ́ kó dùn mí. Àní Be Olumo o, Be Olumo o, Be Olumo ibi tí bàbá mi tẹ̀dó sí. Be Olumo ibi tí bàbá ńlá mi tọ́jú ìyàwó rẹ̀ sí. Be Olumo ibi tí wọ́n bí bàbá mi sí. Be Olumo ibi tí ìyá mi tẹ̀jẹ̀ lé mi lórí. Àpáta tó gbalẹ̀ tó gbalẹ̀, òkúta tí ò wéré tí ò wẹ́rẹ́. Òjò rọ̀, oòrùn rọ̀, alólùmọ mi ò fọ́. Omi Olúmọ á sì máa tutù, atẹ́gùn Olúmọ á sì máa fẹ́. Àní Be Olumo o, Be Olumo o, Olódùmarè máa f'Olúmọ ṣe. Ogun dé kòrò Olúmọ gùn, òógùn la fi gun Olúmọ. Ogun tí bàbá mi fílẹ̀ alólùmọ ní, ogun òkúta àní Be Olumo. Ọmọdé àti àgbà, ọkùnrin àtobìnrin, bàbá àti ìyá, ẹ wá wo Olúmọ o. Olúmọ tí dúró gbàgàdà lórí ilé, Olúmọ tí dúró gbàgàdà lórí ilẹ̀. Ikú yẹ̀mí lólúmọ, àrùn yẹ̀mí lórí Olúmọ, ìjàmbá yẹ̀mí lórí Olúmọ. Àní lábẹ́ Olúmọ o, lábẹ́ Olúmọ o.
Olumo Rock. The Olumo Rock, one of the most popular tourist destinations in Abeokuta and Ogun State. Abeokuta literally means under the rock. It got its name from this imposing landmass. Standing at 137 meters above the sea level, the Olumo Rock provided sanctuary and a good vantage point for the people of Egba during the wartime as they monitored the enemy's advancements. In the belly of the rocks are caves, a cave of 20 meters long and 70 meters wide, which was the actual dwelling place of the people of Egba during war. It has 5 built-in rooms with a long corridor. There are depressions which served as grinding stone for pepper, nuts and other things. has been visited by many far and wide and continues to remain a marvel to date. Only God knows how that rock came to be. Erata Esebel, be it gari, pepper, yam, rice, or any food stuff you're interested in, the marketplace is definitely the spot for you. We visited a couple of marketplaces. The famous Koto Market. Koto Market is known for its crowd both on market days and other days. There is even a garage we travel to anywhere in Nigeria. Lafenwa was not left out either. A busy community for all kinds of businesses that run from daylight to midnight and sometimes beyond. Looking above it, the beautiful umbrella gives the market a mood to it. Quite close to Lafenwa is Sabo, one of the settlements where Hausa and Yoruba mix freely. It is truly a cultural diversification in Nigeria. Remember I said I'll frame the souvenirs given to me at the Funab Zoo? Well, this is the frame, looking beautiful as always. This is the feather given to me at the Funab Zoo as a souvenir. These are the tickets from the Olumo Tourist Complex, and this is the ticket from the Funab Zoo. This frame is to remember Laback Olumo by and the beautiful places of Abeokuta. Moving on, the pictures I took. The pictures are available for sale on posterafrica.com along with some of my other works. I'll leave the link in the description below. Thank you very much for tuning in, and leave a like and a comment in the comment section below. If you've not subscribed, please subscribe now. Let's not forget, and switch on your notification button so that each time we post a video, you'll be the first to be informed. Thank you once again. I remain yours, Solanke Olanrewaju, and with this, we call it a day. This is Laback Olumo.